Hey guys, today's video is going to be me telling you guys how I use the law of assumption to manifest my white Mercedes Benz that I am sitting in today. The first thing I did in order to manifest my car is decide. I made a decision. I made a crystal clear decision on the car that I wanted. I'm going to insert pictures and videos because I was literally documenting this entire journey. Um, so I wrote in my journal maybe about 2 years ago, I said, I am so grateful for my white Mercedes Benz truck that I have. Right? That was the decision. That was the car. That is what I was consciously manifesting. Right? I made that decision and I did not waver. So last year, just a little background story. Last year, a week before Christmas, my 2011 Nissan Rogue, her name was Betsy, she literally shut down. I did everything to get that car to get back up and running, and it just wasn't working. So I decided to junk it, and it was a week before Christmas. I was extremely inconvenienced, but I decided to use that as a catalyst in order for me to manifest exactly what I wanted, which was my white Mercedes Benz truck. And one thing about the universe, in order for you to receive the things that you would like to receive, sometimes you have to make space. And sometimes when you don't consciously make space in order for you to receive that thing, the universe makes space for you, even if it may be at an inconvenient time, in order for you to receive what is yours by divine right. So that's what happened, and I had to take the train to work. I was taking the bus. This was a week before Christmas, so it was like December. It was freezing. We had a bunch of snowstorms, and I felt discouraged, but at the same time I understood the power of my mind. And while I was walking to the bus, while I was walking to catch the train, in my mind, I was shifting, right? And I would be envisioning myself with this car, literally. It was a practice in order for me to embody the feeling of already having the vehicle, even though in this present moment or like in my physical reality, I wasn't in the car. Mentally, I was in the car. And that was a great exercise in order for me to shift myself into the feeling state. The second practice that I did on a daily basis in order for me to manifest this car is saturation. So on my Pinterest, right, my Pinterest vision board, I had a picture of a Mercedes Benz wheel, right? I had a picture of the wheel, and I had a picture of the exterior of the car. Now, I need you guys to understand the importance of having a picture of the wheel, because when you open your eyes first thing in the morning and the first thing you see is a picture of a Mercedes Benz wheel, it signals to your brain that you're already inside the car, right? You're not from the outside looking at it, you're in the inside. And I did this every single morning. Instead of me opening up Instagram, instead of me opening up TikTok, I was literally watching this image of a Mercedes Benz wheel. That way I was signaling to my brain, yeah, I'm already in the car. I already got the car. It's my car, right? I also had a picture of the exterior, which was a white Mercedes Benz, just so I knew, all right, I want the white Mercedes Benz truck, right? So those two practices, well, that practice really helped my mind to bridge the gap between me having and not having, if that makes sense. The next thing that I did in me consciously manifesting this was practicing detachment. That was probably one of the hardest things, because when everything in your external goes against everything that you're seeing within your mind, your ego can tend to want to assign meaning, right? That like, oh my God, like this can never happen for me. Like, oh my God, like how is this going to happen? And it's crazy because when you do not waver and you stick to the story and you stick to your mental image, it literally has no choice but to conform. It has no choice but to show up within your world. The way this car showed up in my world absolutely made no logical sense at all. It was insane. Literally, the day that I got this car, my parents said, "Hey, we're going to go to the dealership and we're going to get you a car." I'm like, "Thank you." Like, of course, right? I didn't go with them because I had plans of going out prior. So I was just like, whatever that they go out and they choose, I am grateful for it. I'm grateful that I'm getting something that's going to be able to get me from point A to point B. At this point, I've been taking the bus, I've been on the train. It's freaking 20-degree weather outside. I'm like, I'm grateful for whatever you guys get me. That is literally the state of mind that I was in. I was not in a state of mind of like, oh my God, well, it needs to be this, or I was just grateful. I was grateful and I was detached. And literally, my father came home, right? And he said, "Oh, Tristan, look, the car that I got you is right here." And he pointed to a green Kia. And I'm like, "Oh my God, thank you. Like, it's so cute, right?" And then he handed me the car keys. And I looked at the car keys and it was a Benz car keys. And I'm like, "Wait, what?" He's like, "I'm just playing with you. It's the white Benz right there." And in that moment, I truly understood my power because nobody knew that this is what I was consciously manifesting. And the way that it showed up in my life was so unexpected. And I was just beyond grateful, you know? So practicing detachment was really a major part in me receiving this. And yeah. But the truth is, I'm truly saying all of this to say that you are more powerful than you think you are. You know, when you go down the rabbit hole of understanding quantum physics, neuroscience, and understanding the interconnectedness between spirituality and science, you start to understand that you hold all the power to the world that you experience. And the more that I understand that, the more I am conscious of the thoughts that I'm thinking, the feelings that I'm feeling, the way that I'm operating within this world. There is nothing outside of you that can define you unless you allow it to. Understand that you have the power and you are the operant power within your world. I personally watch and read a lot of books from Neville Goddard. I watch a lot of neuro knowledge, and I literally just take their practices and embody it. I do it on a daily basis, and I carry that mustard seed of faith within myself and just understand that, hey, if I can do this, I can do anything, you know? Another sprinkle for you guys. Understand that your brain does not understand the difference between imagination and what is real. Utilize that to create the things, create the experiences that you would like to see within your world. You can literally take 5 minutes to sit down, calm your nervous system, get into a meditative state, and curate a scene within yourself. And through repetition of that and through emotional charge behind that scene, it has no choice but to show up within your world. Think about the times where you have curated an argument with someone in your head. Think about the times you was arguing with that man in your head. And he came about in your world and you was arguing with him in real life. You can literally go to the other side of the spectrum and alchemize that negativity and shift into a positive state, right? Shift into a state and curate a scene within yourself that is something that you actually want to experience. So that's what I did. And obviously the results are resulting. And yeah, understand that you are more powerful than you think you are. You are more powerful than you think you are. And the more that you step into that energy, the more that you embody that, the more you will get to experience a life that you have consciously curated and a life that you love. The more that you stop handing your power to factors, circumstances, and people outside of you, you stop handing it away, because you also understand the interconnectedness between you and every single thing outside of you. So that's all I have for you guys today. I really hope that you guys enjoyed the video. This is just one of my many manifestations, and yeah, welcome to my channel. It's Trissy, and I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Bye.